Did you have any sort of a creative outlet or interest in anything creative or I can't talk, or artistic prior to picking up that guitar?
Yeah, I loved to draw and I loved to build with Legos.
Okay.
And I liked being in like class plays and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess so.
So there is like, an artistic background, a performing arts background, all of that stuff was sort of already in your DNA to some degree, but just music hadn't really hit you yet.
Yeah, I won a little poetry contest for the library one year. That was cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So
I was probably like 9 or 10.
Okay. So one of the things that I always, find interesting and common amongst a lot of musicians is that they tend to be, they come from this like introverted background, but I'm not kind of getting that vibe from you. Were you much of an introvert through school, or with these like activities that you were doing, were you just kind of like somewhere in the middle? Maybe not like an extrovert, like party animal, look at me, but like you were around and doing things is the vibe I'm getting.
Until I was in, like, I didn't honestly have, like, there were a couple kids that I'd hang out with and stuff like that I like being around, but then I got to have friends like real friends. I made real friends around the same time that I was getting into music, and that we all were, and probably around that was a big part of it, was being friends around music, and and from that moment on, it was like they were the only people I cared about. And I couldn't tell you much about the rest of like, I was friendly. I liked the other people that I went to school with, sure, whatever. But I just had this core group of friends that was so important to me that it was like nothing else could touch me,
Totally.
So although we really stuck to ourselves, I guess I wasn't an introvert. I just remember feeling, looking back on it anyway, that like, it was just so great to have these guys, to have these people that were my friends, because then I didn't really care what anybody else thought. So then I was able to talk to other people, and I was not, bothered by it one way or the other.
Yeah.
Whether I was an introvert or not.
Yeah, I think that I wasn't ever really an introvert or an extra. I was in this gray area as well too, until I found friends when I was like, 14 or 15, and we started taking the bus to the mall and that kind of dumb shit. Like that was really it. That was really it. And
I'm thinking now that just recently I was having this conversation with my wife, Laura, and she was like, explain to me that actually the term doesn't just mean that like you are like how other people perceive you, but if you're an introvert, then you regenerate, like you recharge yourself while you're, alone, activities by yourself. And if you're an extrovert, you're more recharged by being around people.
Oh.
And so I guess in that case, and under that definition, I'm an extrovert.
Okay.
But I don't know. There are times too when I got to just like, so I don't know. I guess there's degrees of it, right?
Well, yin and yang, right?
Yeah.
If you want to get into that sort of a philosophy.